have been doing this show for longer than I can remember. But one thing is certain, there are some subjects that we don't approach, address as easily as we should. One of those subjects is mental health. It's National Mental Health Awareness Month. Fred Massey is the president and CEO of Familylinks Incorporated. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me.
So, let's be real basic. Why do you think we as African Americans have so much difficulty addressing the issues of mental health?
I think it's generational. We have been taught, as we were coming up as kids, if there's any issues, you keep it at home, you don't put your business out there. But we have to understand that we've been dealing with trauma for many years, and because of that and the things that we know about how trauma has effect on ourselves, and not just ourselves, but our family members and children, we have to be able to be upfront to be able to address that and get past the stigma that, if we say that we're dealing with someone and seeing someone because of our mental health, there's something, quote, wrong with us.
And it seems to me, and you tell me if I'm wrong here, and I hate to paint this with a broad brush, but it seems that our men have a more difficult time embracing this.
Well, just like physical health, typically with men, you're like, oh, I'm okay, I don't need a problem, I feel this ache, I just work through it. But, and I think that carries over into mental health, because that's even much more revealing to let people know that I'm struggling, I'm dealing with some things. But what I look at it as is no different than physical health. If you have high blood pressure, diabetes, there's things you can do to be able to work and manage it and maintain. It's nothing different than when you're looking at it from a mental health perspective.
All right, so talk me through it, because when we talk about seeking help, seeking counseling, therapy, people have this vision of them laying on the couch and the therapist over there taking notes.
Well, I can just share even from my personal perspective. I go to a therapist. I think it's something that's healthy. One of the things we have to deal with stressors in our lives, we have to deal with issues and things that we have to do, and even with our own behaviors and things we might want to do. We need help with experts. And therapists, psychiatrists, they have gotten experience, they have the education, they have the techniques to be able to help us achieve some things that we can be better for ourselves. So as you were describing, people think about that old school way of the couch. I wish I had that. But what it is being comfortable, and there's different type of help for whatever needs and situations that you might be facing. So basically, if you approach someone and you want to go and get some help, you have to be able to be honest and be who you are. There are different folks, different individuals for the different things that you might. So it might not work out the first time with someone, but just like teachers, bosses, trainers.
You got to find the right one.
Yes.
You got to find the right one that fits. So recently, I was at a doctor's appointment with a friend, and the doctor said, well, have you been sad lately? And this person kind of struggled with the answer. But then the more the conversation went on, by the time he was finished, he was like, yeah, in fact, I have been depressed. So it was just that little prodding. Now, and that's the kind of delving we need to do, though, isn't it?
And that's, you see that most often for doctors now, because they're taught to do that so that they can be able to make that referral if necessary, if someone's going through mental illness. And we have to make the distinction, too. We all have ups and downs within relationships or whatever is going on with life. The issue is that if you got to make sure that that doesn't become a state of being and that you're stuck in that aspect of because of it and you don't see no way out. But doctors are trained to screen for that and then also be able to refer you to help if you need that.
So there are counselors, there are therapists.
Psychiatrists or medical doctors that can prescribe medication depending upon some of your needs. Certain mental healths require medications to deal with things for anxiety and other type of things, or hyperactiveness and things like that. And we try to sit there and say we can deal with it on our own. But just like we have hypertension and we need some medication for that, there are some medications just for mental illness with depression and all the things that we might be facing.
And, we've kind of spent this part of the conversation talking about people who might need to reach out, might need some. I want to circle back and talk about people who have already been in the process. They've already had a therapist. They might be on medication. And then they say, okay, I feel better. I don't need to take my medicine anymore.
Well, it's similar to you saying, okay, I want to go on a diet and I'm going to go through this and then I'm going to change my eating habits and then say, okay, I've lost some weight. Okay, I'm going to go back to what I used to be. And that's the same thing. When you deal with something, you're dealing with mental illness, you have to understand it's an illness. And certain things require lifestyle changes, certain things, other things require medication, but you have to be able to be on maintenance. You know, just because you get started, you want to make sure you finish that along the way, and don't think that just because I'm getting better, I can just get off and just go back to my normal, because that is what people typically try to do.
Oh my goodness, it becomes a vicious cycle. Not that I don't, not that I know some people that fall into that category.
But it's the same thing with physical health.
Sure.
You know how they say if you have an illness and you need an antibiotic, you have to take it until you're fully gone.
Right.
But when you start feeling good and you say, okay, I don't need that, then it can come back and sneak up on you. It's the same thing with mental illness.
Wow, perfect analogy. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to give you more information about our community in particular and mental health, and we'll also give you a phone number where you can get some information. And before we're done, I have a waiting child I want you to meet, so stick around.